Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Welcome to the computer class. Today we are going to start our chapter number 7. It is Internet Services and Cybercrime. Okay. In the previous video we had finished our chapter number 6 and it was the tools of CS/CS6. Okay. Now this chapter is related to internet services and cybercrime. So at first let's discuss about the name of the chapter. Internet services. Internet is a service that everyone are using. It is the most popular service and we are using it to communicate with each other. Okay. Internet full form is international network. What is its full form? Its full form is international network. Okay. With the help of internet, every person are using or they are doing the transactions, bank transactions. They all are doing at home. This is all due to internet. We are able to recharge our phone, we are able to recharge our TV with the help of internet. We can pay the bills, okay, and we can do shopping with the help of internet. So internet provides a lot of services to us and we are totally dependent on it. In the corona time, we were not going anywhere. We were doing all the transactions at home with the help of the internet service. Okay, because while using the mobile, if we are having internet, so we can do anything. We can book our tickets, we can purchase any kind of item. Okay, we can recharge phone, we can pay bills, we can pay water bills, electricity bills, everything we can do with the help of internet. So it is a most vital element for us. There are many advantages of internet. There are few disadvantages also. Okay, because while we are doing some bank transactions, so we should keep it secret. Okay, we should keep it secret. Otherwise, the password, if a time leaked, so it can be harmful for us. Okay, it can be dangerous for us. Our amount can be deducted anywhere unknowingly. Okay, so internet services are so many, like we are using email, we are doing chatting. About this we will learn. Second is cyber crime. Crime, we know what is crime, aparadh. Okay, so cyber crimes are the crimes that occurs while we are using internet. When we use internet, we do many things. We prepare any kind of software. Okay, while we are means when we are traveling also, so all the booking of the tickets, everything, while we are going flight, everything are there with the help of internet. Okay, so the crime that occurs while using internet for the computer resource like networking, data, computer programs, that kind of crimes are known as cyber crime. What are these? That kind of crimes are known as cyber crimes. So we should have or we should follow some safety measures to overcome these cyber crime. Okay, so internet services and cyber crime, I think the topic are clear. So let's start the chapter. In this chapter, we will study about the most popular services given by internet. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first one is email. What is first one? The first one is the email. This is one of the service provided by internet. Email. Email stands for electronic mail. What is email? It stands for electronic mail. And what is electronic mail? It is a way to send and receive the mail messages. Okay, electronic mail is a way to send and receive the there, while we are sending a email, so we are having a format there, two box. In two box we write the address of or email of the receiver. CC carbon copy, BCC blind carbon copy, subject, in the subject we need to mention the purpose of the mail, means regarding what topic we are sending the email. The next is attach option. Attach option is used to attach any file, any document, any audio, any video, any image with the mail. Okay, and then means a write message box is also there. We can write any message there and then we can send it easily. So the format is different. Suppose I am going to take a leave, so normally I am writing through message, through WhatsApp message, but while we are writing or while we are using the email, so the format gets changed and it looks different. Okay, but mainly we are sending and receiving only the messages there. Okay, officially for any task a person used to send email. Okay, and it is a better way. Okay, official way for to ask for the permission, even for the half day they send mail. That is a good concept. Okay, so email, there are many advantages of email. Email we can send anytime, anywhere. Okay, easily we can send the email. While we are sending email, we can attach any file, images, documents there. While we are using email, if a mail didn't get delivered, so a message comes to us that the person didn't deliver the message. Okay, there are few disadvantages of also email, that the persons that are using the email, so if they are not using it properly, so it can be disadvantageous also there. Okay, so advantages of email I discussed with you, and what is email, that also. Now the second one is video conferencing. The second one is video conferencing. What is conference? Conference means a kind of meet. What is a meeting? Normally conference hall. Okay, in infrastructure of any hotel, any management, they construct a room that is known as conference hall. The main purpose of this conference hall is to conduct the meetings. What is the use of it? It is used to conduct the meetings, like banquet hall. What is banquet hall? Banquet, BANQUET. Banquet hall is for any party, any occasion we construct a block that is known as banquet hall. Here we are discussing about conference hall. So the hall in which we are doing conference is known as conference hall. Here we are doing video conferencing. Video means we are able to see the persons face to face on laptop, on mobile. So video conferencing means a meeting that we are able to do with the help of video. Means we are not watching them physically, but we are seeing them, seeing each other with the help of mobile, with the help of laptops. Okay, so here in the video conferencing, a persons or some management teams are discussing about any matter. They are doing discussions with the help of video conferencing. Okay, video conferencing is the best way for the doctors also, if they are working here. So anywhere in the world, if anyone wants to ask how to do that cesarean or whatever be any kind of operation, so they can do the same with the help of video conference. Means they can ask to the person and they will tell each and everything easily. Okay, and some persons who are dumb, okay, so they are also able to watch, they are also able to understand the same topics that they are going to discuss with the video conferencing through the sign. We know that they are not able to listen, speak, but they understand the things that we are showing through video conferencing, because in video conferencing person they are seeing the sign that he is following. The person that is at a long distance can watch it and can understand. Video conferencing is also we are using in the Google Meet. Here what we are doing, we are conducting a meeting, we are discussing with the students, number of students, strength can be more, less, depends on the meeting way. Okay, we are able to see each other, we are able to ask anything to each other, we are able to see who are others there, who others are involved in the meeting, what we are doing, if any query is there, so we can easily explain. Okay, so video conferencing is a way to conduct a meeting with the help of video, okay. Now the third internet service is VoIP. VoIP stands for Voice over Internet Protocol. What is it? Voice over Internet Protocol. What is Voice over Internet Protocol? It is a service that helps us so that we can talk to the persons with the help of internet. Means we are doing here the voice calls, not through the recharge. We are doing it through internet. Okay, with the help of some software or some applications are there like Skype. What is Skype? Skype is a way to talk. For this we are not we do not require the mobile phone. What we require here? We require internet for it. No SIM. While we are talking to each other, so what we want to have? We want to have a SIM for it. But if we are using voice over internet protocol, it means that we are doing the conversation with the help of internet only. There is no requirement of the SIM. We are doing like we are talking with the help of messenger. Messenger helps us to do the voice call as well as video call. Yeah, have you ever used it? If you are conversing with the help of internet, so we are able to do the audio as well as video calls, and they are also efficient. We are able to do the video also. We are able to talk. No need of SIM. Earlier we were thinking that if we want to talk to any person, we requires a SIM. But here, do you think we requires a SIM for it? No. Nowadays, the internet services has extended this much that we are able to talk to each other with the help of the internet. We don't require any SIM. We do not require any phone. With the help of the laptop, we are able to do the conversation easily. Okay, in starting there is a protocol came that is known as NCP. What is it? Network Voice Protocol. Network Voice Protocol. The first service that started to do the conversation means or to do the voice call there, okay, it is known as Network Voice Protocol. Okay, it was invented in 1917. In which year it was invented? It was invented in 1973. Danny Cohen. Who invented it? Danny Cohen invented NVP. NVP stands for Network Voice Protocol in 1973. Then after some changes has been done in this NVP and at last VoIP service get introduced. It was introduced in 2004. In which year its name got changed? Its name got changed in 2004. Okay, so what is VoIP? VoIP is a way to converse, to talk, to communicate with the help of internet. Okay, and there are advantages of this VoIP also. What are these advantages? Suppose we are using VoIP, so for this we do not require any infrastructure, any phone there. Okay, we are having laptop, we can easily do. Low cost, it is not so much costly, it is having a low cost. Easily we can send the images, easily we can send the videos videos with the help of these voice over internet protocol. These are the advantages of VoIP. Okay, now how can we do these, or how can we use voice over internet protocol? So the first software that we use is Skype. What is it? Skype. Skype is a software that is used to communicate, to converse, to do voice calls. Okay, it helps us to access the voice calls. Now, if we are going to use this, so we have to register an account there. What we require for it? We require to register an account for Skype. For this, we need to go to the web browser and then we have to write www.skype.com. It will show us the Skype software. When we will click on the Skype software, it will ask us two things, that what is the mail ID that you have. Means with the help of which ID you are going to do the voice calls. So we have to give there our email and the password that we want to set. We have to register the password also there. After entering the email and the password, we have to click on the next button. Okay, while click on the next button, it will ask us the personal details of us. This, what is my name, last name, okay, what is the mobile number, all the details it will ask to us, then we need to fill. After it will ask you to upload your photo. While we are using this service, it is optional that you require to upload the photo. Sometimes we are using WhatsApp, so it depends on us if we want to upload our photo or not. It is our choice. So it will also ask us to do the same. So if we want to upload the photo, we can easily upload. Then again we have to click on the next button. Then after it will ask us that what are the contacts that we want to add in our list. Same procedure is like WhatsApp. In the WhatsApp, the contacts that we are having, the contacts that we want to use to communicate, we should add that contacts in our contact list. And if they are using the Skype software, then only we are able to talk. If we want to WhatsApp to talk or through WhatsApp, so the person to whom we want to talk should also have a WhatsApp facility in the phone. Otherwise, we are not able to. Both sides same facility should be there, so that we can converse with the help of the specific software. Now, after this, we have to add the contact list. Okay, we have to create a contact list after adding the contacts in it. Okay, then after it will ask us that what equipments we are having. Suppose we want to do call, so we should have webcam and microphone both. What is the use of webcam? Webcam is a camera that helps us to enable the video conversation. And what is microphone? Microphone helps us to record and send our voice to the person to whom we want to communicate. Okay, so webcam and microphone, we requires to do to use this software. Okay, when we are creating the list, so after creating the contact list, if we want to do conversation and it should be normal, so we have to choose only call. If we want to only do voice call, and if we want to converse with the help of video, so we have to select here video call. Okay, easy steps are there. You can try at home, and if any problem occurs, you can discuss, but everyone should try for it so that you will learn how to use it. Okay, what are the procedures for it? www.skype.com, you need to go there. Then after, you have to create an account there, so you have to click on sign up. After click on sign up, it will ask you few details like email, password. Okay, so you have to enter these all. Then after next, then it will ask you the personal details of you all. You can write the details of you. Then it will ask you for the photo of your individual photo of you. Then easily you can upload the photo there. Then after, you have to create a contact list there, whom the contacts with whom you want to communicate. After it, If you want to add a new contact suddenly, so you have to click on add new contact box. So it will ask you the mobile number of the person or the receiver. Then if you want to do the normal calls, click on the call option. If you want to do video call, so need to click on the video call option. So this is the way to use the Skype software. If you want to use the Messenger, what you are going to use? This is one of the way of voice over internet protocol. The second is Messenger. What is it? Messenger. Messenger is a way to communicate with each other. Okay, so if you are going to use the Messenger, so you should have an account there. Okay, so for this you need to create an account, same www.messenger.com. then a dialog box will appear to you. Here you need to write the email as well as the password. If you have entered these two things, same, it will ask you the details of you, the photo. It will ask you that what is your personal photo. So after entering all the personal details, it is optional that you are going to upload the photo or not. So if you have uploaded the photo there, so the photo will be set as a profile photo. Okay, then if for this also, this you can use with the help of phone also and with the help of laptops also. So if you are using it with the help of laptop, so it is required that you should have a webcam, you should have a microphone. Okay, and here also it will show you all the contacts that are in your phone who are using the Messenger. Okay, same you can do voice calls, same you can do video calls, and you can attach any file, images, documents easily with the help of these voice over internet protocol applications. Okay, now the second topic, the next service is chatting. Next service is chatting. We know chat. What is chatting? Chatting is a way to send and receive message. एक दूसरे को मैसेज भेजना, पाना, get and send is known as chatting. Okay, we are doing it. How we are doing it? When some softwares are there that allows us to do chatting, like WhatsApp. I am talking about at first for mobile. The applications that we are using to chat with the help of mobile are WhatsApp, Viber. If you are using WhatsApp, so what we are doing here? We are here also doing the online chatting. Means we are sending and receiving the messages there, and we can use these easily. WeChat, chat on, means many softwares are there that enables us to do the chatting. Okay, WhatsApp is the most popular one. I think everyone are using the same. With the help of this, I am able to send the video to you all, and you are understanding, watching the video attentively with the help of this one. So it is a way to chat. Means we are able to send and receive with the help of these chatting softwares. Viber also, if Telegram also there. Okay, so the software that enables us to do chat. If we are using WhatsApp, so what precautions or what procedure we need to follow? We need to follow we have to create an account there, then we have to register our number there, then we are able to do this. Viber is also a chatting software. It allows us to send and receive messages. We are able to communicate with the help of it. WeChat is also a software. Chaton is also a software that we are using to communicate. Telegram, it is also a chatting software. With the help of it, we can easily communicate with each other easily. Okay, we are able to attach any file, any document, any contact to the person. But one thing is there, that both of the persons, or means sender and receiver, should have the facility, same chatting software facility. If one is using WhatsApp, next one should also use. One is using Telegram, the next one should also use the same one. Okay, so the topics that we had studied today were about the internet services. The first one is email, the second is video conferencing, and the third one is voice over internet protocol that we had discussed. The fourth one is chatting. Okay, so some part of it I explained. Next part of it we will study in our next video. Okay, so you all will watch the video and you will understand the same, and if any problem occurs we will discuss the same in our doubt class. Okay, thank you, bye.